Hey, thanks for being here. It's Rock 100.5. Bailey, there's Southside. There's Brandy, Nader, Digi Dude. The ladies just left. Ted Jenkin, Oxygen Financial, makes his weekly visit. And he was sitting in studio and we were talking to this chick about looking for a dude and whatnot, and that whole backstory. And he says to me during the break, he's like, hey, because Ted emails us stuff that he wants to talk about every week.
Like a week in advance.
He's really good about that. He's
really
like, six important things to remember during open enrollment for benefits at work. And that's as fascinating as that may be.
I mean, because that is fascinating and needed.
It is to me.
I mean, and to me, too, because, a lot of people, that have benefits at work, and I can relate, and I don't know how to do them. I still, to this day, don't know how to do them. I have Rach do them for me, but he hears this woman talking, and he says to me during the break, he goes, Bailey, do you mind if I weigh in on that instead? And I said, just as long as you never use the term weigh in. Because you don't use that in real life. Only people use that around my 2 cents.
No, it's his sports background. He did 1 year of talk radio.
No, it's not. It's just cliche conversation.
You don't like cliches in general.
People don't say those. No one goes up to somebody and says, hey, do you mind if I weigh in on that conversation? Or do you mind if I chime in? That's just when people have a microphone in front of them. So what did you want to say What did you want to say about this woman that was in here?
All right, well,
You're very passionate about this.
No, first of all, I appreciate you looking at one button being down today. Was I really one button down today?
One button down with a V-neck sweater, and you came in and your chest was sticking out more. You look like you just done 50 push-ups in the green room. You so much, and I'm like, Ted's extra sparkly today.
What is that? What is that? Hot clam.
What is that smell? Wow. Ted's really...
The Magnum Blue.
That's what it's called?
No.
Because I really want to know what you're wearing.
Passion placenta.
It's not iron vagina like Bailey said?
It wasn't the steel vagina,
steel
no.
vagina.
Sorry, I thought it was iron.
All right, go ahead.
All right, so first of all, let's face the facts here, because I see a lot of this. Look, financial advisors, I mean, we're not in the matchmaking business, although I could open up Oxygen Matchmaking and do pretty well, because I see the behind the scenes in people's finances.
Money.
Well, at this age, with what this woman's looking for, fact is, they say they want love.
Yeah,
which I'm sure they do. We can define love here, but money is a very, very big part of it, because I heard while I was in my car, I want to be taken care of. You could say that's about love, but it's about money. First of all, $100,000 is going nowhere in Milton. I live in Milton, and $100,000 is going nowhere in Milton. That's why she said if you make $100,000, that is a really good job. That's more than 98% of Americans.
But what are you talking about? This hillbilly. I gotta make me $100,000. I work hard. I think I can do her just right.
But Milton's a little different.
Yeah, now, you have to face reality. When people get into these second relationships, right, especially women or men that are in their mid-40s, but especially women, you could say that your age range is between 30 and 50s, but I'm going to tell you factually, because I see this all the time, that most of the women that are in that mid-40s range, if they want to meet somebody that has money, it's not going to be somebody their same age. More often than not, it's going to be somebody around late 50s to about 60.
Yeah, okay. She's got to go older.
It's about a 10-year separation, because they have money. They're willing to take care of the woman at that point and spend the money.
You have to dumb down your age. So if she's, let's say, her early 40s, she's got to go somebody in her 60s. If I were single and I was trying to woo somebody, and everybody wants somebody, you spell happy M-O-N-E-Y. That's
horrible.
That's how you. That's how you.
It sucks, but is that?
Yeah, but it's true. This what you're talking about today. It's true, because when you say you're getting taken care of and you want to go travel, well, travel's not cheap today, because we're not talking about travel staying at a Holiday Inn somewhere on some random beach. We're talking about staying at Atlantis. We're talking about going to the Ritz-Carlton. We're talking about skiing in nice places in Colorado. We're not talking about going to diners and staying at some Motel 6. It's not going to happen.
And the problem with that is, you mentioned Atlantis. I can get a good deal because of my gambler's card. Like coupons and deals and steals that you always talk about.
Not at Atlantis. It's not going to help you.
But that's the kind of broad that you can't tell that you got a coupon for.
No.
Because she's not going to throw it to a dude that's paying for clothes with Kohl's bucks.
Yeah, you don't let her walk up to you at the front desk when you're throwing out coupons. You're like, I'll handle this. Just wait right here.
And that's sad. That's a sad day. It's a sad state of affairs when a chick doesn't appreciate that you're paying for a nice blouse for her, a nice Fila jogging outfit with Kohl's bucks.
Fila jogging outfit? How would you like to jog in tennis wear from the 1970s?
No, wait a minute. They brought it back.
You're not getting that shopping at Kohl's.
They're
You're not.
exclusive at Kohl's. They got nice Fila
It's back,
stuff.
Fila is?
Yeah, at least at Kohl's.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead, Ted.
Hey, Jason, that's only Avalon shopping. It's only going to work at Avalon. So you're not going to be able to shop at Kohl's and have that.
So you're saying she's a gold digger?
No.
not
what
that.
I'm saying is
That's
that
not fair either.
Especially think about this, because I do know the Milton area. When you become accustomed to a certain style, I live in a nice house with a big island, and I've got
everything
movie
but a
room,
swimming pool.
Right. Well, not. That's true. That's true.
I looked at Ted's house by satellite. You know how you do it. And I won't give out his address.
That's weird.
And I did. I satellite. Well, all of us. I did it with my in-laws, and we're like, "Wow, look at that!" And we noticed and said, "The only thing he doesn't have is a swimming pool, but there's a backyard issue. Otherwise, you'd have."
We have a pond,
Yeah.
a creek.
They got these little blue things up at the Home Depot that you can buy during the summertime for $25. That's our swimming pool. Just keep the hose in there and you just
Hell yeah.
little kiddie pool.
So here's the other issue with this, Jason, which is interesting from a financial perspective, is that in a lot of cases when you have a husband that makes money and the relationship split up at home, and so she was handling the bills. That's what I heard on the radio. She handled all the money, took care of everything. In this second relationship, that's not going to happen. You're not going to have somebody that got divorced or is not in a relationship. They now have the first one where they lost half their money. Now they're in this second relationship. They're not going to turn over the reins and say, "Oh yeah, here's the $1 million that I have in the bank. Why don't you keep an eye on this?" It will not happen.
Do you think, Ted Jenkin, with Auction Financial, that most people get married the second time mainly for money, strictly for money? I do. I think the first time most people get married for the dumbness of love, and because they had that big stupid wedding, which is one of the worst financial decisions anybody can make, to have a big wedding. And then the second time they're like, you know what? I just want stability.
It's not love and money. It's companionship and money, right? There's a difference. Companionship, there's a difference. I want to have someone I can hike with, I can bike with, I can go out, I can have a good time. That may or may not be love, right? It's just be friendship and companionship. But as long as you have enough money to take care of my standards of where I want to be,
it works.
It works.
Yeah.
So you're saying she's a gold digger?
No. I'm saying that she has hit a certain standard right now, and if you're going to date a woman like that, you're going to have to be able to live at that level of standard. You can't go to a nice holiday at the Ritz-Carlton and say, "Hey, we're going to stay at the Best Western now and have a free breakfast with some eggs and sausage in the morning."
Why are you giving me that look, Steve, when I say you're saying she's a gold digger?